Mr. President of ECOSOC, Madam Chair of the Peace Building Commission, Excellencies, distinguished delegates, colleagues. It is with deep conviction and a strong sense of urgency that I address you today. Haiti faces an unprecedented crisis, you know that well, marked by escalating violence, widespread displacement, and the breakdown of the social fabric. Women and children are disproportionately affected. Yet, despite these immense challenges, the Haitian people continue to demonstrate extraordinary resistance and an unwavering commitment to building a more stable future. Violence in Haiti is deeply rooted in a highly complex history, exacerbated by external and internal drivers, including more recently drug and arms trafficking, political fragility and impunity, but also in inequality and poverty and environmental distress. All these factors have eroded public trust, weakened institutions, and undermined social cohesion. The recruitment and use of children by armed gangs is one of the gravest consequences of Haiti's crisis, a blatant violation of international human rights and humanitarian law under the Convention on the Rights of the Child. Too many children are coerced into violence, stripped of family, education, protection, and hope. The unchecked flow of illicit arms and narcotics threatens peace, justice, and development, placing women and children at particular risk. It undermines reconciliation and national security, leaving Haiti's stability fragile. Addressing arms trafficking is not only a security imperative, but also a moral and legal obligation. Peace is not only the absence of war or conflict, but a condition that requires the building of a just, equitable, and sustainable society where everyone can live in harmony. BINU supports national efforts to lay the foundations for long-term stability through a framework grounded in truth, justice, reparations, non-repetition, reconciliation, and the restoration of dignity for those who have suffered. The responsibility before us is clear: to help ensure Haiti's future is shaped by hope, not despair, through peace building that empowers communities and safeguards the rights of all, especially women and children. Security responses alone will not resolve this crisis. An integrated peace-building strategy is needed, one that centers the women peace and security agenda and the youth peace and security agenda, fosters trust, and promotes non-violent conflict resolution. It must be rooted in local aspirations, with the international community supporting and complementing these efforts from the ground up. While security is necessary to address the immediate security challenges, particularly to enable access and proximity to affected communities, it is essential that peace-building efforts begin in parallel and not be postponed, as they require sustained engagement over the long term. The international community must scale up community violence reduction programs across high-risk areas, security permitting, and these efforts must tackle the root causes of insecurity through economic opportunity, schooling, psychosocial support, and of course, civic education. At the same time, police institutions must be reinforced to become trusted actors, grounded in accountability, non-discrimination, and peaceful engagement. Enabling local governance and civic participation is also vital for restoring trust and promoting inclusive dialogue based on democratic values, human rights, and social cohesion. Sustainable peace also depends on addressing economic vulnerabilities. Investments in vocational training, small business development, and local job creation are essential to reduce reliance on criminal networks and foster self-sustaining communities. International engagement must be sustained, predictable and grounded in local ownership. Funding mechanisms should prioritize support to locally led initiatives, including community-based peace infrastructure. Haitians must remain at the center of the peace-building process. The meaningful participation of women and youth is essential to reconciliation, peace-building, and lasting stability. CVR efforts must empower civil society, including women-led initiatives in education, healing, and conflict resolution, while enabling youth to serve as agents of peace rather than be drawn into violence. In line with SDG 16, inclusion alone is not enough. They must be positioned to lead transformative change. Furthermore, to prevent recruitment and enable the safe disengagement of children and youth, comprehensive programs must be established with international support. This must provide individualized disengagement pathways, including immediate protection and relocation when necessary. Ensure educational reintegration, restoring access to safe learning environments. Deliver trauma-informed psychosocial care tailored to each child's needs. This must also promote community-based reintegration, combining civic education, restorative justice, and livelihood support to reduce stigma and rebuild social cohesion. No child should bear arms. Every child should carry the promise of education, safety, and opportunity. The international community has both a legal and moral duty to ensure Haiti's next generation is defined not by survival, but by dignity and hope. Haiti cannot walk this path alone. We urge international financial institutions and bilateral and multilateral partners to take 3 priority actions. Ensure resources reach those most affected, guided by WPS and YPS agendas and local voices. Support the implementation of Haiti's national strategy for disarmament, demobilization, and reintegration, and CVR programs, which offer inclusive approaches to violence prevention. And adopt a coherent, harmonized approach rooted in joint analysis, shared risk frameworks, and mutual accountability to build lasting peace. Tackling arms trafficking also requires robust regional and international cooperation, including training and equipping the Haitian National Police, strengthening border controls, and implementing monitoring mechanisms. BINU supports national authorities, notably through the draft law on weapons and ammunition management, to reinforce Haiti's legal framework. Haiti's increasing engagement in regional arms control initiatives is also enhancing cross-border cooperation and collective security in the Caribbean. Excellencies, the Haitian people have endured, all through its history, unimaginable hardship, and yet they continue to resist with courage and dignity. Their resistance demands an equally determined and united global response, one that expands community violence reduction programming, delivers justice and reparations to victims, protects children, and supports community-led solutions. BINU stands with Haiti, today, tomorrow, and for as long as it takes to build a future rooted in peace, dignity, and shared prosperity. Thank you.